We were in the same place. We met halfway, but we hadn't taken the highway. We met by brooks and by sunflower gardens, somewhere between her middle of nowhere and my middle of nowhere. We are now disconnected. No, not unloving. Just never meeting anymore. Tonight I'm going to lay and concentrate for a long time on telling her to meet me in the starry dynamo that separates us, and maybe she'll hear. Maybe she'll wander over from her world of lollipops and cotton filling, and I'll leave behind my world of curling fingernails, sharp teeth, serpent figures, and we'll meet by the sunflower garden again. We can collect sharp teeth from the long grass. We will write nice thoughts on dried flower petals and plant them in the ground, believing that they will grow without seeds, because nice thoughts will always conquer science. She cried when she read this letter from her sister because she hadn't dreamt in months. After a year of red eyes and dizzy head, her doctor prescribed her something to help her sleep at night. The package is French. The French must get migraines too. She laughed too loudly. It was a kind of half-hearted laugh, the laugh that no one really wants to put energy into, but everyone has their own individual sound. Hers was wheezing and witchy. She used it a lot, though. Between each has a gasping breath in. The doctor assured her that they'd figure out what was wrong. The dizzy spells stopped, but she missed the times at night when her dreams would overlap with her sister's. She sat on the deck and it began to rain a cold, wet spit, but for whatever reason it couldn't touch her. It wasn't raining on the balcony, but she could feel. She can see that it's raining just beyond the railings. The clouds are below the deck, and it's raining on the lawn, and she looks to her left and wishes a little bit that it would rain up there, because the potted plants have never felt wild water. Only the tap water that's been filtered and feels ancient, but not so wise. She also wishes it would rain hard, because then she could get some shampoo and wash her hair, which also hasn't felt the pleasures of cold, wild rain in years. Only once does she remember it raining hard enough that she could do this. It was her and her sister in the backyard, and her mother documented it by taking pictures, and they overplayed their fun for the camera, so they could one day look back and say, "Look at the fun we had." But really, they were cold, and their scalps were itchy from leftover shampoo in their hair. Suddenly she feels so old. It's only been a year or so of rent, bills, knickknacks, furniture, bills, schedules, knickknacks, more knickknacks. Tonight she would call her sister to tell her she received the letter. No, she wouldn't. She wouldn't call her. She would just concentrate and meet her by the brook somewhere between her middle of nowhere and her sister's middle of nowhere. Tonight she'd sleep.